possible.
For you as head of the army, how can you tolerate the fact that still, today, according to Transparency International, there are ghost soldiers on your payroll who are being fictitiously created by senior officers who are pocketing their salaries?
It's not true. Since the advent of this administration, they've introduced what they call the Integrated Personnel Pay System, IPPS. And also, we have long made our payrolls computerized. Everybody with his biometrics. We've done that long ago, around 2013. Yeah, we started around 2013, and there is nothing like ghost workers. In the army in particular.
Military officers' pay in Nigeria is not that high, is it?
Well. It's relative also.
Well, I know, but in US dollar terms, roughly, what do you earn? When I ask this in the spirit of transparency, because Mr. Buhari and other politicians have said, we in Nigeria...
Well, we are paid by the government. It's not the army that pays the officers and soldiers. It's the government that pays us. So I think the right question should go to the government,
you're on a salary, right? You're a public official on a salary.
Yes.
I mean, how come then that you yourself own 2 substantial properties in Dubai?
It's not true. It's not true. These are all fake. It's not true.
Well, they're in the name of your wife, but they are your family property.
It's not true. But
what's not true about it?
Listen. Substantial property. What is substantial property? This is just an investment, just like any other.
These, as I understand it, are
these are just out of
Dubai that are worth well over $1 million US dollars.
It's not true. It's not true.
Well, how much are they worth then?
It's not true.
Because the anti-corruption campaigner in your country, Femi Falana, says it is an outrage that you've got these properties. He says there's no way that you could have bought these assets from your saved salary. So Nigerians want to know, where did you get the money from?
Stereotype. My family is into other businesses, okay? And they do their own private businesses. They should afford to have, to invest. We didn't have any property. We are investing, in time-shared property investment. It's not only, I don't have. I mean, family has never even entered those properties.
It's just that on the front line, there are soldiers working for you. You're the commander of the Nigerian Army.
Yeah.
They are on pitiful wages, and according to various different independent analyses, not least from the United States, they are very poorly resourced and poorly armed in the fight against Boko Haram. I wonder how they will feel learning that you and your family own these properties in Dubai.
What property? Just tell me, what type of property? That's my question. We don't have any property. It's not a property.
The Code of Conduct Bureau actually ran an investigation into your properties.
Yes.
And in the end, they said it was okay. You declared the assets.
Yes.
Don't tell me you don't know about these properties.
That is not the type of property you are talking of. It's not the one that you think is what most people are saying. Estate as houses. I know it's not a house. Okay. It's a time-shared property that you invest into. It's not a property that particular.
The question remains: how do you think your guys on the front line, who are poorly resourced,
when was it bought into? Those properties.
It's your property.
As far back as 2013, when I was not even chief of army staff. I never dreamt that I would even become chief of army staff, and people are using it as if it is today. Or the time I was appointed.
So to be clear, when the human rights lawyer Femi Falana says you should resign because your explanation of where you got the money from, to quote him, not me, him, he says it's a cock and bull story.
It's not mine, it's my family. It's my family.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Final question for you. We have catalogued the different challenges that your security forces face and indeed your political leadership. One of the problems today is that your president is very seriously ill. I believe he's still here in London, although the Nigerian people seem very confused about where he is and what his condition is. Can you, as head of the army, tell me what's going on?
No, this is a private issue, concern, Mr. President. I think I don't have any comment on that,
But earlier this year, you did warn anyone, either in the military or anywhere else, who was thinking of using this period of instability to sort of launch a leadership bid or play politics within the military, you warned them off it. So you're clearly worried that there is, at the moment, a bit of a vacuum at the top.
There is no vacuum. We just a sort of preemptive warning, in terms of what transpired, just before this administration came on board.
Why did you issue that warning? Did you sense that there were some in the armed forces who might be pursuing political ambitions?
Well, it's good once in a while to really, based on our own knowledge, based on our experiences, to tell the officers, that, there are bounds. We must remain within the constitutional, boundaries, that we've been assigned.
And General, just a final question. Yeah. How long can this situation continue where Nigeria's president is not able to be in the country and certainly not able to offer the country leadership? He's simply physically unable.
No. There are constitutional provisions. There is never a vacuum. So what is happening there? We have an acting president. I think whatever is happening, Mr. President should be allowed to recuperate and get stronger and go back home. I think that's the only way. There is never a vacuum, and there shouldn't be any cause for concern or any alarm. I think that's my position.
General BURATAI, I thank you very much for being on Hard Talk.
Thank you. Welcome, Steve.